Yep, these guys are ready to go. Just gotta wait. And we can hit this timer. There we go. Almost no delay is what I like to see. Nothing to start off with though. Names on the intro need a brighter colour. That's definitely something I can pass along to the guy that made it. Oh, Stigmata. Yep, rolling that into Telepathy for Dummies. Not something you want to start with. In a rule set like this, you don't want to be giving up that D6 early if you are going to pick up one of the books. Leon, this is a best of 3 again. Halo Fly's gonna roll that into Spider, but I don't know, when you're going to the chest, I might have taken it. 10 bombs rolls that into Robo Baby. Oh, that's not a good find. Yeah, these guys still struggling to find something to start off with. Until you find Dr. Fetus. Wow, that timing. So Steven's going to be off and running with Dr. Fetus here. And now McSwift really has to push it. Of course I managed to skip a song. Damn you, Fubar. But yeah, that's not a bad basement 1 find for Steven. Not bad at all. Might not see a lot of devil deals here. He might decide to go for angel rooms instead, but you never know. And Squeezy, another nice find. Just more and more soul hearts. And Cancer coming up. That would have been a really strong start if it stayed on tiers. Could have had Cancer and that Squeezy. Yeah, now to become a kitty with a hat, we'll need to see. Ooh, Swift. Yeah, I didn't think Swift was going to start with that thin odd, the fat odd mushroom. Sorry. Really not a good starting item. Minimal damage up, speed down, but it is a health up. It's the speed down that makes it not worth it for me. Daddy Longlegs gonna roll it. I like Daddy Longlegs a lot. Surprised to see that. See, we're going to play this Demon Beggar here. Hope for something. The Mark. Yeah, I would be taking it just for the Soul Heart. Doesn't help with your damage at all. But still, you can't say no to a free Soul Heart. Rosary, that's going to be a reset. You don't want to give up on getting mapping that early. And Super Envy. If he didn't have the Fetus, that's probably a reset. Wait, it does it? There are a lot of things that people have told me that have turned out not to be true, god damn it. But fair enough, he's going to have that damage up from the Mark. And he still gets his Soul Heart. Still absolutely nothing on Swift's side. He might have to act quickly, hitting that 4-minute mark and just nothing worth starting with. God, still nothing. And Steven picking up a blood bag. Him and those blood bags, you gotta be kidding me. mapping as well on Steven's side. He's just getting all the luck in this first round. Ooh, Mr. Mega, is he going to start with it? Nope, gonna reset. No slack Mega for him. Swift is going to have to take something soon because Steven could very quickly pull away. Yeah, and quick, exactly, because if Steven decides to stop looking just for everything, then he can just fly. Especially now that he has mapping. Into the Devil Deal. Ooh, nail. Honestly, I might take that. Yep, gonna take it for that Soul Heart generation. The mulligan, there we go, something to start with even, for McSwift. Steven into his Caves 1 boss fight, getting tagged by one of those tiers, never nice. But he has plenty of health, just gonna absolutely wreck Peep. Gonna grab that Magic 8 Ball, doesn't want that hanged card. As Swift gets down to his basement too. What do we have in here? The toothpicks. He could take them if he wanted to, but just wants nothing to do with them. Ooh, Steven going into his Catacombs 2 shop, finding Super Greed. Doesn't even get the quarter out of it, gonna grab a bunch of money. And head on over to his boss fight, hopefully. Although he's not putting much faith in the moon strats here. Champion Juka flies over on Swift's side. Not exactly the worst boss to find. Pretty squishy. The only thing you need to be careful of are the flies that he shoots out. Sometimes those red flies will get you. And again, similar boss, sorry, the husk over on the left hand side for Steven, just gonna absolutely melt on through. Having a tough time getting rid of that fly, eventually does, picks up rotten meat, nice little health up. Nothing in the Devil Deal though, he's gonna be down into his depths. Not gonna take Bobby Bomb, wants to make sure he can actually bomb through doors. Yeah, the enemy of Dr. Fetus, those spiders. And a Joker card, wow. Finds that Brim and the dead cat, doesn't want either. Swift going to grab that Guppy's head. I think he might take both here. Surely he's going to take Spirit of the Night. He's not. Doesn't want the Flying and Spectral Tears. That's an interesting play. I'm not quite sure what's going through his head there. Best commentator? I am by no means the best commentator at all. I'm well aware that I'm sloppy and that I'm saying some things that aren't correct. You guys are keeping me in check for the most part. But thank you very much for the kind words. As far as I'm concerned, Crumps is still the best Isaac commentator for me. His knowledge and his voice. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, Swift going to fight through this challenge room. Wants that skeleton key. Yeah, not taking the brim. I don't know, maybe he wants that fetus just a little bit more. Maybe he wants to be able to bomb through these doors. Greed in his secret room means if he wants to, he can check the shop. Yeah, Stephen likes bombing through doors. Yeah, extern, don't be rude. Come on, man. Yeah, Stephen making some damn good time here. Wrong knife game. Wrong knife. Still, Sacrificial Dagger going to do a lot of contact damage. Swift into his Catacombs 1 boss fight up against Green Champion Hollow. Gonna drop one of those little maggots every time you kill off a section. Nice little health up from the judgy there for Steven. Probably hoping for a paw in his next devil deal. And a battery nail. This is getting nice. Next turn, I'm kinda jealous, man. I'm kinda jealous. But thank you very much for partaking. Do enjoy your Mario Kart, sir. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, this is some insane carry Steven's getting. Honestly, if he gets a paw, I'm scared for Swift. At this point, I would be taking a 2 heart paw, getting rid of all of those heart containers. Give me those soul hearts. Guys, don't. This is your one warning. Don't start. I don't care how you feel about one another, but you don't bring that shit into my chat. I will not hesitate to time you both out. Gonna lurk? Sure thing, Jen. Hope the laundry isn't too much hard work. Steven getting hit by that foot. Must have just appeared. He's going to be down on his Utero 1. That's a tricky map. It's any one of 3 places. Well, 3 routes. GG, Duck, GG. But I wouldn't worry. The number of times when I was doing work on my bot that I would be typing into that chat and wondering why commands weren't triggering, yeah, that happened quite a lot. Is Polly's Sacred Heart speed? Polly and Sacred Heart aren't the best things to get. Honestly, if I was him, I'd be looking for a broom or a knife. But he does need speed, and he definitely does need a damage up. But that mulligan is working out pretty well for him. And Steven's bomb timing on these hollows is just spectacular. Swift going to pick up that bloody penny. 50% chance to drop half heart every time he picks up a coin. Needs health too. Yeah, needs a little bit of health generation, that's for sure. Steven finding double Loki in this boss fight. Again, the Win 1 boss fights have been kind. Going to take out these rocks, hoping for a disguised tinted rock. Nothing going though. Emperor's card, just going to use that right away to get rid of it. And Krampus doesn't have a D6, so he can't even roll this. But he is going to tear through him pretty quickly, no worries there. Does mean he isn't going to get the coal. Yeah, Steven passed on a brim. That's because he likes to be able to bomb through doors. Ooh. It must be over there to the top left, yeah. Just gonna bomb into this arcade. Doesn't care about getting that Polaroid proc at this point. Gets a nice little soul heart out of that slot machine though after bombing it. I'm gonna be honest, 2 floors to go. I might... Oh, it would have been a hard decision to go down to that half heart to get the Polaroid proc. And also that boss fight no being there, thanks game. Yeah, knife is the best item when you can't brim snap. And why have you gone red? I told you not to save splits. Wow, that happened a minute and a half ago, and I've just realised. I'm sorry. There we go, we have it green again. That should... This game... Oh, Swift finding a 1 heart knife. Yep, gonna take that dead cat and then that knife. He's going to go down to his depths 1. Going to be going a little bit faster than before. Steven though getting right through this heart fight. Going to grab himself that soul heart. And the key going to go up. Yeah, that knife might be a little bit too late. I think it might be. Steven's in his cathedral and he has a lot of health. Not going to pop that world card yet though. Finds a nice little Hierophant just to bolster his health a little bit more. Gotta have those unicorn raves. If you have that rich rave remote, drop it in the chat right now. Steven surprisingly not trying to bomb out of these rooms, gonna just clear them in case it's the wrong way. Taking the safer option here. Yep, he guessed wrong. And Swift down to that half heart on that second of his 9 lives. And what do you know, finds that less than 3. Adds that extra heart container. And will also fully heal you. Firestone Challenge Room, is he going to take it? He is. I'm surprised at that one. Maybe he's hoping for a paw to go along with those 9 lives. Yeah, Trills it is. Getting very lucky with that troll bomb over on Swift's side. Nearly got him travelling over those rocks, but just managed to avoid it. Here goes Steven into his Isaac fight. Not going to be too difficult. Doesn't have to worry about a lot of retaliation tiers with that Dr. Fetus. And Swift unfortunately having to clear that depths one. Never nice to do when you're behind in a race. Yep, Steven's going to kill off that last angel baby, and up to the chest he goes. World card. Ooh, not the most pleasant looking route for him. And nothing really in those golden chests. No, Trills. You're about to see the final fight coming up on the left. Swift going to buy himself a purse, hoping probably to find something a bit more valuable than a bloody penny. Yeah, there's a wee bit of a chance that Swift could win here. Steven has to die though. Swift has also yet to find anything for health regeneration. Don't know what we could call it. Yeah, it would be incredibly hard for Steven to die. There's that Guardian Angel. All your orbital spin at double speed. And the Guardian Angel will do contact damage. Sacrificial Dagger even more. Swift again having to clear almost the entire floor of this depth too. Never something you want to do. Like I said before. These chubs just do not want to be fed. Not swallowing up the bombs. There we go. And Steven's going to be into that blue baby fight. He's going to be looking to take that 1-0 lead. Into phase 2 on that blue baby fight as Swift gets into the foot fight. I think it's going to be too little too late though. Really good amount of damage on Swift's side. Gets the foot down. Grabs the spoon and the Polaroid. He's going to be on his Womb 1. But there you have it. Too little too late. Steven's going to take that 1-0 victory into the next round. Into the next round of the race. Yeah. So Steven with that 1-0 victory. Swift, could the comeback be on? Gotta get a little luckier than he was last time. He found that knife, but it was too little, too late, like we said. But these guys are gonna get a 60-second break. And then we're going to be on to round 2 of this best of 3 race. Okay, Cobalt, if you don't stop spamming that command, then you're gonna get a ban. Yep, these guys look ready to go. They're gonna be getting their countdown from the referee before we get this second round underway. Stephen gonna look to tie. No, sorry, Stephen gonna look to take the win at 2-0. Swift looking to tie it up. And there we go, we're off and racing. Swift gonna start with those X-ray vision glasses? He is. Not a bad find. That means you're gonna be able to get into your secret rooms and super secret rooms without using bombs. And Steven gonna take that early relic. Not a bad find. Does mean he's not gonna be able to pick up anything else like a coin bag or a bomb bag or anything like that, unless he really wants to take that hit on the cooldown time. Swift is going to rocket right into his first boss fight. You've got those Crumps. If you have Crumps' Spaz Hay emotes, let's see them. There we go, foe. Can always count on you to have it. So good. Steven over into his boss fight. Champion Duke of Flies. The green one is a bit more of a pain in the ass. We'll fire those tears out. You have a kitty, does that count? It can count, don't worry. Here goes Steven, finally killing off that boss. Gonna grab stem cells, down to the next floor he goes. Swift clearing out this first floor. Wants to get into that curse room. Oh my god, Kyrie. Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. Teleported into a basement 1 devil deal. Gonna roll those items. I might have taken the pack, but it turns out to be a good decision. Gonna take that Brim and the dead cat. He is 2 out of his 4 items from the devil deal. But I think that's a reasonable price to pay for getting Brim and the dead cat on that basement 1. Cellar 1, I should say, sorry. But he's gonna head down on his next floor. And Spider Bite in the secret room. Why not, game? Why not? Nice find. That's gonna slow down enemies sometimes when it hits. And turn them white, as you can see there with the Black Widow. And we have a yes crown as well. Always nice to see. What do we have in this devil deal? Krampus. Exactly what he wanted. Exactly what he wanted. It's going to be a point... No, it's going to be a solid 2 damage up on his side, because the coal gives you the damage up from the full range. Yeah, the crack in his Cobalt's emote. Yeah, it's got to rack up that health though. I think he is going to go back and go hunting for that item room though. Ooh, is he going to take it? Thought he might. Going to pick up Squeezy. That is a slight charge time down on his Brimstone, and he's going to pick up 2 Soul Hearts as well. I think that's the main thing he's looking for. Stephen going to pick up the Pact, and he's going to pick up Bloody Lust. I'm kind of surprised at that one. But at this point, he's going to want all the help he can get, trying to catch up to what is a pretty good build on Swift's side. Gotta love those, that Inspector Max's head emote. So good. Goes with anything. It's true. Especially Tito. That's, oh man, so good. Like you have the ability to become Guppy. Well, Edmund has said that there are going to be more transformations, so maybe that will be one of them. We'll need to wait and see though. Yumheart over on Steven's side, not really much use to him. Just gonna leave that behind. Swift picking up Dad's Key. Not a bad item to have. Can get you into Devil Deals. A French fry emote. Or like any kind of food emote. Yep, Steven gonna blow up that Demon Beggar. Get that 35% chance for his Devil Deal. Oh, cake. Who does that belong to? Oh, it's another Spamfish emote. Steven into his boss fight, picking up that Bloody Lust is going to work out for him. Every time you destroy one of these little sections, you're going to get that slight damage up from Bloody Lust. Taking a couple of hits here though. And there's that Caves 1 Devil Deal. What's he gonna have inside it? Oh, nothing good. Rolls them both. I don't know. I don't really like the look of either of those. He is gonna take the Horror Babylon though. Gears, where did you hear that? Like, I'm not calling bullshit, I'm genuinely just interested as to where you heard it. Gonna be Swift into his Caves 1 boss fight. Gonna take on Gurdy here. That Spider Bite doing a lot of good work for him as well. He gets a Caves 1 Devil Deal as well. Is he gonna try these white pills? Nope, just gonna take one and carry on. Ooh, doesn't like the look of either of those. Peculiar Horror pickup? Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. He must just be looking for something to get him down to that half a heart. Not the boss he was hoping for. Finds Carrion Queen in his Catacombs 2 boss fight. Can only hit that little pink section at the back. You can feed the Carrion Queen bombs like you do Chubb and Chad though. That is true, yeah, the Horror and Bloody Lust. Potentially, but he needs to get that Horror activated. Bale, I don't have an uptime command, sorry. But we've been going since 6:30 UTC. So nearly 4 hours now. Gonna pick up the meat, little damage up and a health up. Gonna go back for that item room. Both of these guys neck and neck, but if Swift decides to go for it, he can really pull away. He has a nice health build here. Hunter, I went live half an hour before the first race. So that would have been 6:30 UTC. There you go, Scyther. And guys, I'm going to warn you now, do not abuse that quote bot because I will turn it off. And Swift finding a knife in his devil deal. Does he want to make the switch from Brim? Yeah, quote works now, just, you know, don't abuse it. If you want something quoted for now, until I add in mod protection for it, then like ask either me or Hunter, because we're the two that can add the quotes. And Swift decided, yep, gonna make the switch from Brim to a knife. So it's obvious that you read the commands below, but you decided to ignore the bit that said, don't use these if you're not a mod. Take 10 minutes to think about, you know, your stupidity. Well, Steven picking up a brimstone. Must have missed that one, but he's going to be going pretty damn fast himself. Ooh, goes into the store, not enough for mapping. If he finds his secret room though, he's going to be in luck. Telepathy for dummies in his item room. Just going to touch it and take it out of the pool. Doesn't want to see that again. Got to say, I like Steven's build a lot more now. He has more health. Doesn't have those 9 lives, but has more health. Doesn't have the orbital though. You'd keep Brim. Brim is safer, knife is faster. That's the way to be looking at it. And then of course, yeah, you do have to spend that heart. Only 4 cents away from getting that mapping. Down to depths 2, he goes. Damn, not what Steven was hoping for. Any other boss that didn't drop a guaranteed item would have been perfect here. Chance at a pageant boy, get those 7 cents minimum. Or even find the box, maybe get a nickel out of that. But unfortunately, just not gonna happen. Gonna have to leave that treasure map behind. Welcome back, God. Yep, he'll pick up Gish, not going into his Devil Deal room. He's going to leave that behind. That slow effect on the knife is doing some serious work for Swift. Using that dad's key really well too. Into his mum's foot fight. Doing a nice amount of damage here. There you go, Stephen, using that blood bank. Gonna get that horror activated. Finding that pageant boy one floor too late. Just one floor too late. Yeah, he can't. He's out of Devil Deal picks up. Finds the compass, though, in that store. Might get mapping after all. Think he's gonna go back. First, gonna hope for... Gets the 2 cents. Out of the blood donation machine. There you go. Really couldn't have worked out better. And then an extra 2 soul hearts from that tinted rock. That was nice. That was very, very nice. Doesn't mean anything this floor. But hopefully not going to have to deal with another Curse of Darkness next floor. Yeah, mapping on darkness, of course. Thanks, game. Swift making the right decision with his mapping, straight on over to his Win 1 boss fight. Gonna hope for someone kind here. As Steven picks up that remote detonator, goodbye D6, he's gonna be able to blow up bombs on command. Yep, not exactly the worst boss in the world for Win 1. Swift finding Skolex. You can only hit that last little section. But Skolex isn't the hardest thing in the world to avoid. Yeah, that Polaroid's going to help Steven a lot now. He has accumulated a lot of health this floor. Some really smart plays. And a lot of luck as well, getting those 2 soul hearts. Gonna grab that wire coat hanger and the Polaroid. You need that to get to the chest. Down he goes into the womb. As Swift now onto his Utero 2. It's gonna sneak through that secret room, but unfortunately can't get close to his boss fight. It should be top left if what we know is true. But I thought I knew earlier, and no dice, unfortunately. Gotta move fast in those rooms with the guts. So if picking up that Eternal Heart, that's going to be a brand new heart container when he gets to the next floor. Steven's mapping, yeah, that will help him out a lot. He is backtracking here though. Because, thank you compass. Not the right way. That is one hell of a compass troll. Honestly, one of the reasons I would rather have that map. Yeah, Swift has mapping as well, but it's just not quite as accurate. Yep, you guys know Steven, it's the compass troll, and he picked up a book of Rev at some point. I definitely missed that one. The library on this floor, that's where it'll have been. But he picks up that book of Rev, gonna get that soul heart generation. Swift into his heart fight. Probably gonna get through this pretty quickly as well. Again, that spider bite just doing work for him. Gonna skip over that black pony because he does have that book of Rev. Gonna give him that soul heart generation. There you go, last little bit of damage on that heart. He's going to be going up to his cathedral, looking to tie this. If he gets through the floor, it's not a lot of health he has. He's just going to sneak his way through that room as well. You don't want to deal with bomb leeches if you don't have to. Steven with a very, very quick heart fight find on that left-hand side. That health is just falling and falling away. One last snap, that's going to do it. Going to grab that soul heart that dropped, book a rev, and then up he goes. We are pretty much level, folks. Until that happens, gotta love those moon strats. I would say that secret room is close enough for moon strats. But Swift, finding his boss fight, he's going to be into that Isaac fight really quickly. But like we said, not a lot of health. Hey Q, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yep, full card, not what he wants. And again, super secret, again, just not what he wants. Yeah, Steven is really caught up. Swift needs to do some really good dodging here though, doing well so far. You've been great, glad to hear it, man, glad to hear it. I've been doing pretty damn well. We had one hell of a tournament yesterday. The culmination today. It has been absolutely fantastic. And this is going to be close because Steven is getting some nice rooms. Yeah, use the Puma strats. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Doing pretty well so far. But once you let those angel babies group up, it can be a pain. You got to try and get rid of them as quick as you can. Because that's 5 in there now. Honestly, as much as he wants to keep that chariot card, I might have popped it there. I might have been persuaded to pop it, but he doesn't. Down to just that half a red heart. Not going to go back and heal up out of that super secret room. Very surprised at that. Going to grab the PhD, get a little bit of health back. Now has to fight his way through the chest. Not a lot of health. And that's not really the nicest first room to find either, as Steven gets into his Isaac fight. Nearly perfect timing with the boss music. Thank you very much, Fubar. But Steven chipping away at Isaac's health here. Yeah, those moon strats, if that is the chest fight, that's going to be tricky to come back from. Although Swift, like we were talking about, doesn't have a lot of health. is going to take out this double chub though. Should... oh no, he's not. This one gets that in. And the Moonstrats aren't real. They are not real. Gonna have to kill off that double blue chub anyway. There we go, Steven up to the chest. He can open all 4 of these. And he finds a knife in one of the chests. Game, what are you doing? All of the RNG. And Swift down to just that half a red heart as well. This is going to get tense. Doing really well. Trying to just inch into that spider. Takes out Famine. Will have an extra hit he can take now. And then double Wretched, spawning those traits. Never ever something you want to see with low health. This one could hurt. Although takes care of them really well. Just has to worry about those spiders on the ground. That's a slightly nicer room for him. Just has to avoid these cross shots. Gets tagged on the foot. Down to that 1 heart container. Just going to skip on through. And there's his boss fight. He's going to have to one-hit this. Once that chariot card runs out, unless he has the damage on it, and I don't know that he does. Has to be very careful with his dodging here. Yep, 1 hit and you'll be down. 6 lives left. It's not impossible, but it can happen. Just has to tag away a little bit of health and then hope that he can use that chariot card really, really well. Some of these tiers are getting really close. Steven taking a lot of hits as well, down to just those 5 soul hearts plus his 1 red heart. And sometimes fights can end as quickly as that. You just get tagged by the first set of tiers that comes at you. Yep, Steven has that full red heart. That's one of the issues for him here. He's not going to get that Polaroid proc. Must have picked up a heart whilst going through the level. Swift with just 3 lives left. And there you go, both onto their blue baby fight, sorry. Yep, just going to use that chariot card right away. Hope he can get enough health off, but it doesn't look like it. Not quite long enough. Is on to phase 2 though. Furthest we've seen. Just has to dodge these tiers super well. Oh! So close. Both of them about neck and neck here. Obviously Swift a little more dangerous because he only has that 1 heart. Steven taking a lot more damage but can afford it. There you go, on to phase 3. Gotta be very careful about those RNG beams and the babies. And that might be it. Got tagged right at the end there. Steven very close to death as well. Takes out the blue baby. Just has to get rid of 1 more of these flies. And there you have it, folks. Your 2-0 winner and your Catacombs Championship champion, Mr. Itzasickscot Steven, takes that 2-0 victory in the final race. Oh man, was it close. Oh man, was it close. Let's go and talk to these guys right now.